Water is commonly described as the solvent of life, the medium in which biochemical reactions occur. But water plays a far more fundamental role. It's the main thermodynamic medium that enables and drives cellular processes. Biological molecules inside cells are continuously bombarded by surrounding water molecules, and this so-called Brownian activity is a central force behind molecular motion and function. Life is not merely chemistry happening in water, but chemistry powered and structured by water's physical properties. At the scale of cells and large molecules, thermal fluctuations dominate over inertia. Proteins, nucleic acids, and metabolites move primarily through Brownian motion generated by collisions with water molecules. These random impacts allow enzymes to encounter substrates, molecular motors to operate, and reaction networks to proceed efficiently. Rather than overcoming thermal noise, many biological systems exploit it. In this sense, the aqueous environment acts as a bath of microscopic energy that sustains the dynamic behavior required for life. Life uses additional forms of energy, such as the light gathered during photosynthesis, to energize electrons and help create chemical bonds that hold molecules together. But the background thermal molecular motion is the basic underlying source of energy driving processes such as diffusion. And based on this, also the production of chemical forms of energy such as adenosine triphosphate, also driving the movement and functioning of biological molecules. The unique thermodynamic importance of water arises from its molecular structure. Water is highly polar and forms extensive, rapidly rearranging hydrogen bond networks. These interactions give liquid water unusual properties, including high heat capacity, strong cohesion, and a structured yet highly dynamic liquid state. The constant breaking and reforming of hydrogen bonds allow water to provide both stability and fluctuation. Biological macromolecules depend on this balance. They require a medium that can stabilize structures while still permitting rapid molecular motion. Water also actively drives biological organization through entropic effects. The hydrophobic effect is a key example. Non-polar molecules aggregate in water not primarily because they attract one another, but because such aggregation increases the entropy of the surrounding water. This solvent-driven process underlies the formation of lipid bilayers, the folding of proteins, and the assembly of many macromolecular complexes. In each case, the thermodynamic behavior of water is the dominant factor determining structure. Inside cells, water does not behave like a bulk liquid in a dilute solution. The cytoplasm is crowded with macromolecules, membranes, and interfaces, and most intracellular water exists in confined or interfacial states. Under these conditions, water exhibits altered diffusion and dynamic properties that are closely coupled to biomolecular function. Hydration layers around proteins influence enzyme activity, molecular recognition, and structural stability. So, cellular water is an integral component of biological machinery rather than an inert background. Water is also essential to the thermodynamics of biological work. Its high specific heat buffers temperature changes, helping maintain the narrow thermal ranges required for life. Its dielectric properties stabilize ions and enable efficient proton transport, both of which are central to bioenergetics. Many metabolic reactions directly involve water, especially hydrolytic processes that break chemical bonds. In addition, osmotic flows of water across membranes generate mechanical forces that regulate cell volume and contribute to physiological function. And as a plant biologist, I should also add that water is the main source of electrons that are energized during photosynthesis. It's important for that as well. From an evolutionary perspective, the properties of water have strongly constrained the forms that life could take. The stability of biomolecules, the structure of membranes, and the pathways of metabolism all reflect adaptation to an aqueous environment. Life didn't simply emerge in water by coincidence, rather biological systems evolved to exploit the specific thermodynamic landscape that liquid water provides. So, water must be understood not merely as the solvent of life, but as its fundamental thermodynamic medium. Through continuous Brownian bombardment, hydrogen bond dynamics, entropic driving forces, and exceptional thermal properties, water enables the organized yet dynamic state characteristic of living systems. Cellular activity is inseparable from the physical behaviour of the surrounding aqueous environment. Without water's unique thermodynamic role, the molecular engines of life couldn't function.